Hi everyone, today we're part of the ArtCrawl and we'll be talking to several different artists from the Art Institute about their pieces, of course. And right now we are talking to Bill Lanigan, who is part of the Art Institute of Houston, and you are showing some of your pieces here right behind us, and we'll be looking at them in just a moment. Tell us a little bit about your work.
Thank you, Maya. I'm an architect, and it is said that every painter paints differently. It's another way of saying that every painter paints what they know, the way they see the world. And as you can see, my work tends to be architectural and contains many elements of constructed form. It borrows a good deal from photography. You can see the treatment of some of the pieces, and also a little bit from video production. In essence, probably the simplest way to describe it is a fairly complex exploration of three-dimensional form on a two-dimensional plane.
Mm-hmm. Now, can you explain to some of our audience what the ArtCrawl is all about, and how long did this start? How long ago was this started?
Houston is a very creative city, I think much more so than people give it credit for.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And ArtCrawl started back in the 1990s. When informally artist studios here in this part of town would open their studios on a Saturday and just invite people in based on their own mailing list. Gradually over time, more studios asked to be a part of ArtCrawl and to participate, and it became institutionalized, and now it's a citywide function. We have people all over the city who are opening up their galleries and their studios, inviting people in to see their work.
I'm here with John Mayer, which is one of the artists who has artwork here in the exposition for the ArtCrawl. Can you please tell us a little bit about how you became involved in the event and what the event is all about?
The Art Institute of Houston decided to show at this gallery to show off our alumni, students, and faculty. The owner of the gallery is actually one of the chefs at the Art Institute, Chef Jacques, and he decided to open it up to us so that we could show off our work. And I'm one of the alumni from the event, and I was contacted and I put artwork into it.
Okay, and you were very excited to show.
Yeah.
And we are standing right in front of a couple of his pieces.
The lamp is part of another show that I did with some of my friends, Eric Holsey and Eric Castorina, and we did a show based off of ancient folklore, and this lamp specifically is based off of the Japanese folklore of Yatagarasu, which were birds or crows that lived inside the sun, and they were the sunbirds, so they would fly around the world once every day and light up the world.
I know you have some more of the pieces in a couple of other walls in the gallery. Which ones are the ones that are most dear to you?
I would say some of my personal work that I have are probably the most dear to me. They're very collage based, and a lot of them are stuff I did several years ago. It was good to be able to pull that out and show it again. Thank
you so much, John, for showing us around. I know we're going to be looking at some other pieces, so I'll look forward to that.
Thank you.
I'm here with Tim Spencer, who is another one of the graduates of the Art Institute of Houston and one of the artists showing his work at the gallery today. How would you tell somebody you go about your work? I know that you have several mediums, so please explain the different mediums that you used and what is your mindset when you start creating?
Usually I just start out like just scribbling, and then whatever happens, I just make something happen. So I usually start out with like pen and ink or pencil or something, and then watercolor was my first medium of choice, so I like to use a lot of watercolor.
You have a great piece there that won a competition for the Day of the Dead, the Día de los Muertos, and it was even on T-shirts. So explain to us what was what was the creative process that you had when you created that one?
Not being too much into the Hispanic culture, I didn't really know too much, so I just I got the project and researched online what it was all about, and I don't know, I kind of just wanted to do something cool that I would like, and then it turned out being something that they liked too, so it just kind of happened like that.
Thank you so much for showing us around your work.
Thank you.
Joining us now is Gustavo Gonzalez, who is one of the artists showing today, and you are actually an Art Institute of Houston student. He's attending animation, but we were looking at some of your work, and tell us a little bit about the process of creating these different pieces.
Well, basically what it is, it's a lot of watered down acrylic layers and using art masking fluid to get the positive space, and it's just tedious work of applying one layer, letting it sit there and dry before you apply the next one, and you're not always sure what you're going to get, so always in the end it's a surprise to see what you end up with.
Now I noticed that one of the pieces that you have is a piece about Bob Marley, and it's a different Bob Marley. And why did you choose to have him playing soccer instead of a portrait of his face?
I just wanted to do something other than what everyone else is used to seeing when it comes to Bob Marley, and him playing soccer, football. It's a good way to put it. And
so just enjoying himself?
Right, yeah, and Bob Marley sells too. So.
Of course. Now, all of these are very interesting to look at, and of course we have the theme of music, but what actually moved you to want to show your art and your pieces at the ArtCrawl this year?
It sort of came at the last minute. Day before the ArtCrawl, I knew that I could submit my artwork and just have it displayed, but I had no idea it was going to be this. It's going to look like this. It's just a whole wall, basically, just for me.
Nice.
It was really nice.
It looks really nice having all your work in one wall here where you can say, this is my wall. So that's quite an accomplishment for you. Congratulations, and some really, really good work, and thank you for showing us around your work.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's all the time that we have for today. We had a wonderful day looking at some fabulous art and learning about some of the artists that you can find at the Art Institute of Houston. But really, there are many more artists around town that you can always find out about. And now, if you miss some of the work here at the gallery, you can always go to the Art Institute of Houston. They always have an exposition going on. So check out their website for more information, and we'll see you guys next time.